Now go back through the sewer, and then go back through the... yeah, this way. I call this the sewer. I don't know what you would call it. It's the basement maze prototype.
Assessment chamber.
That we were keeping Sokolov in. I don't know what you would call that.
The Enrichment Center.
It kind of is, actually.
Yeah, it's exactly like the Enrichment Center from Portal 2, actually.
Oh, hi. I'm just going to use this.
Do we want to go to
It's
private?
faster to go out the other way.
I think it might be. Yep, we just
Yeah,
passed.
Let's go back down to the first floor here. Plus, we haven't shown this part of the mansion yet, so we might as well use it as the escape route.
We did briefly, but...
Well, not this.
So
not through that door over there.
I made a small error of judgment here. I assumed that the way you're supposed to get out is by extending the bridge that he, like, extends to in the beginning of the map. And then just, like, leaving that way.
You can go that
works,
way,
but it's just, like, you can go that way, but the Clockwork Soldiers were still awake and active and roaming around. It didn't actually, like, save me any time, really.
I didn't know you could get out there. I just thought that was some sort of, like, glass panel that only was there to have him come talk to you.
No, you can go through there. I think you need a key, which is in that area.
God,
I assumed it was the Skyrim door, you know? Where there's like, you know, when you get to the end of a dungeon in Skyrim and you discover like a hidden passage that loops right around to the entrance. Like it's a dark ride at Disneyland.
Is that guy gonna walk through that door? No. Maybe? No. Oh, that guy's gonna walk that way though. No, you can't! I need to get out that way!
I mean, you do have a level break after you get through the doors. Literally just teleport like crazy.
Yeah, I may or may not have Tokyo drifted into the door with like 3 robots behind me.
Alright, well, I guess that's what we're doing. Oh, shit. Oh, no! Damn it! Fuck! Sokolov! Damn it!
He's okay. Oh, but...
We're not.
See, this is
So
what
when I
happens
said
when
that-
I take your advice.
Well, neither me nor Rutskarn would have shot the robots first and then jumped down among them.
Yeah, I don't
we would
know
have just
what...
like
yeah.
I was trying to make one of the robots go crazy and kill the other ones.
Insight
and then in
into
the
the
chaos
brilliant...
it would... You know...
Insight into the brilliant tactical genius of Joshua. Okay, so I got Jindosh. There's 3 robots down there. If I hurry, I could just make it down there before they fully gone into panic mode. So I'm going to take my crossbow with a regular bolt. I'm going to fire a single bolt in one of their armored heads, which is not a vital component, alerting all of them that there's an intruder nearby. I'm going to wait until they've got their lasers charged up. I'm going to jump down in between all 3 of them, with them between me and the exit.
There you go.
Oh, man!
That's what we did. We just ran. It's like 1 teleport away.
Or a lot of sprinting and sliding under electricity bolts away. Whichever.
I like how my adventure there was like a 10-second teleport adventure, and Rutskarn's was probably like a 30-minute fracas just to get out from under all the electricity raining down among him.
So I legitimately did a Scooby-Doo thing where I would like run up a staircase and they'd follow me, and then I'd hop over the banister and like run across the floor from the mezzanine.
So I guess I should go back here and apologize for being horribly blind last time. We came through here the first time.
Why? What did we do?
Because I was horribly blind and didn't realize that there was the whale oil thing was right there, right next to me the whole time.
Oh.
It's a good thing that these guys are still napping. Yeah, it was right over here the whole time.
Yeah, I'd like to think that one of them woke up from their nap and looked around and saw everybody else unconscious, and like their security totally breached. He's just like, ah, fuck it. Falls back to sleep. He's like, I'm fired anyway.
Yeah. And then I think you don't even have to go over there. Because there's an alley over here where you can do it.
He's like, whose detail am I on? Jindosh? Oh, he's probably dead by now.
Which looks like a place where the witches were having tea.
The witches.
Yeah, but tea, I think you mean witches. Whoa.
Alright, that's great that you're not. Oh, is that thing covered in barbed wire?
Yeah, barbed wire.
Well, whatever.
What, Josh? What you don't have Sokolov.
He's in the car.
He's in the car.
Who is this?
Wait,
He
so what are you
survived
doing?
an elevator crush. He can survive anything. Just a slight crushing.
A minor crushing incident that occurred.
It was just a little crush.
For you. I'll be wiping off your blood.
You'll be wiping off my what, you said? I couldn't hear you.
I think he said he'll be wiping
Time
off
to
your
take
blood.
out the trash.
Wow, you threw him.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll have a look over there.
Don't.
Is dumpster technically like a trademark?
I don't
think so.
If it is, it's probably genericized by now.
The word dumpster, first used commercially in 1936, came from the Dempster dumpster system of mechanically loading the contents of the standardized containers onto garbage trucks, which was patented by the
Excellent.
Dempster brothers in 1935.
The bread
The
people.
glad they lent their namesake to such a noble invention.
The Dempster Dump Master became the first successful front-loading garbage truck that used the system.
That's adorable.
In the remote village of Anaktuvuk Pass, dumpsters are painted with slogans that affirm community values. Man, the hits just keep coming in this article.
All right, this is a minor robbery.
What would the spoiler warning dumpster say? What would be the family values of spoiler warning on our dumpster?
It would just be a dumpster with the word dumpster written across it, and then Mumbles would have crossed out dump and written camp.
And then you'd
That's
have like
pretty
a
accurate.
name tag, and Mumbles would have written out, crossed out camp and written dump.
Do it yourself then, if it's gotta be so deleted and perfect.
Now I feel bad.
Mumbles bullied you in absentia.
Oh, that's not where we want to go. Okay, well, it worked somehow. I want it.
So, Death of the Outsider. Continuing the no spoilers policy in terms of story. I kind of dig her power set. It's a little bit more stealth oriented.
Damn it! We
One
keep
of her
getting
power-
combat-oriented shit.
One of Billy Lurk's powers is to possess the face of somebody she's knocked unconscious, which is kind of cool. So that the NPCs respond to her the way they would respond to that NPC.
Okay, I may have fucked up pretty hard here. Oh!
Yep, you did. You totally did.
How?
On the rail.
Why?
Why does every week we have to get electrocuted by some sort of rail device?
It's like we have no choice.
Well, at least
It's like it's a
saved
path
here.
that
Also-
we're driven along inexorably every time. There's no turning left, there's no turning right. It's like locked
Also-
into it.
I'm not sure how to feel about Billy Lurk's death outsider vision. I don't know. What is that called? Do we
Death
know?
outsider vision? You mean dark vision?
The dark vision. That's the one. The void vision.
Fu-
Instead of either what
I can
Corvo
choke.
or Emily see, Billy disembodies herself and is able to travel around. She can't go through doors, but she sort of has this disembodied entity that will mark bad guys and allows her to look around in 3D. So it lets her go around corners and stuff.
That's
But it
that's
means it-
rad.
But it means your body's vulnerable, and so I'm not like... It's got pros and cons, and I'm not 100% sold on it.
Boy, we're gonna have some questions to answer when we bring Sokolov back. Yeah, he's unconscious, but he's fine. I mean, I dragged him around. I actually dropped him like 20 feet. Oh, and then I crushed him with a lift. With
I
a
feel like
lift?
some-
Blood's coming out of his
Yeah,
ear.
yeah. How's his pulse? It's elevated.
I feel like Sokolov is this universe's most interesting man in the world. Also, the blood, I think, is from the experiments.
Don't you
Those are
see
some
the
weird
thing?
young Sheldon posters back there.
Oh my god, you're awful. That's terrible.
Hey, I didn't make it.
And then we come
Yeah.
back here and discover all the guards are gone. And by gone, I mean dead.
By her? Are these
Well,
the witches? It's
Yeah.
been a while since I played. Okay.
Oh, so you weren't kidding.
No.
I just thought that
No,
was a
it's-
thing that witches would do. They would have tea by candles.
I hope you kissed your
Oh no, we haven't even done the witches level yet. Delilah,
Yeah.
remember you didn't play Brigmore Witches. Brigmore Witches was Delilah's first attempt at bringing back her coven. We will see her next attempt at bringing out a coven. Is all I'll say.
Okay.
Seems like whenever it involves Mr. Sleep,
It's one of several, I don't want to say gimmick levels, but each level here has an identity. Gimmick is a negative connotation, and I don't want to give a negative connotation.
That could have been
Oh,
bad.
God.
Oh, dear.
But pretty much going forward, most of the levels in this game will have their own identity mechanically, and like this one was the mechanical whatever, the mechanical fortress. Going forward, we'll have stuff
What?
like the
No,
level
I
with the
already
witches.
put him down. Damn it!
How is he?
He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible.
He's frail
must
and
have a
wounded.
story to tell.
Cut to Emily
How
dribbling
he broke the
Sokolov from like 20 feet onto a concrete floor over and over
Let's
again.
go then.
Who did I kill?
Do robots count?
No.
I don't think so.
I have no idea who I ended up murdering. This is weird.
Well, there goes our
Oh, we're
perfect
still
run.
mostly on the non-lethal side. What do you mean our perfect run?
The only thing you could say about this run is it is perfectly Joshua. Oh no. Oh no, something's not right. Something's weird. Tune tickling your neck.
Yep, it's weird.
Anyway, here's Thunderwall. I know I already made that joke.
Boo!
Oh
I made that
man,
joke,
It's somehow
but occasionally I
different
just
this
think
time.
about it. I giggle.
guys, we're in space again. This isn't a spaceship. Strange presence. Oh, right.
I can pull you into this place. The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. how difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Caldwin had another daughter, born in shame.
Oh yeah, this is the part where she actually tells you that, like, explains what's actually going on.
Not. How is Delilah doing?
I
this?
wish this wasn't done entirely in exposition like this, but it does give her a decent grounding. And, like, Delilah is a much more interesting villain here than she was in Knife of Dunwall.
Yeah. And in a way, the exposition here works because it's like, it really is just her giving you her account, you know? You understand, this scene is very different when you understand it as her, like, giving you her version of the story than it is if you're just, like, gathering details which may be sympathetic to her.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it.
Also, I think Delilah kind of confirms the idea of the outsider as just a pointless shit stirrer, because, like, choosing her to give powers to is obviously trying to just generate chaos and awfulness.
Gee, I wonder what would happen if the illegitimate daughter of the last emperor suddenly had superpowers. This is interesting that kind of casting Jessamine as, like, not the coolest person in the universe, which has not happened up until now. Yeah,
she has
that's
no
true,
idea what
but
the consequences are going to be.
I feel like this game originally was supposed to be more about the protagonist's relationship with Jessamine, and it either got cut down or removed. Because that's sort of like, there are 2 or 3 key points that Jessamine shows up. She shows up here by name. She shows up when you first get your powers, when you grab the heart, and it's like, this is the last thing I have to give you, I love you, etc. And then she shows up one later time, I'm not going to spoil, but she shows up one more time towards the end of the game. And so those 3 moments feel like they were supposed to be really important, but nothing else in the game really supports that. Like, they complete an arc that is never developed. I'll put it that way. And we can talk about that when we get there, but it's designed to complete an arc that never gets really fleshed out.
Yeah.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
This is not the
Well,
part
if
where we
she
talk
is,
to...
does the, like, implications for statement about Sokolov not question, like, oh man, dear sweet Sokolov that we're keeping around. He's never done anything bad. Let's feed him
When I
soup
was young,
and nourish him.
The loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped
I mean, that's
me
one of the
also
great things about this universe, is I think pretty much everyone's done something bad. There really are no good people here. They established that Sokolov has done bad things. And Piero and your fellow conspirators in the first game, and Corvo is a murderer even before he becomes Jessamine's bodyguard, and Emily is an empress that maybe doesn't know as much as she needs to, and Sokolov has done tons of evil shit in addition to some really awesome stuff. Everyone is morally gray here.
The old man I rescued doesn't talk.
Like, there are no heroes in this universe. Like, at worst you get someone like Dowd, who is a royal fuck-up and a bad person who still has a heart of gold, and at best you get Emily, someone who means really well, but still under her watch has terrible things happen.
Yeah, like your mom, you kind of took your power for granted.
I thought we talked to Jessamine in that sequence, but maybe not.
No, we don't talk to her again until towards the end of the game.
Oh wait, you're right here. Okay.
Oh, this, yeah, I forgot about this. Okay, again, she shows up. They're trying to sell the idea that Jessamine is important, but...
She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
See, that doesn't really do much. Anyway. Go play Death of the Outsider. It's neat.
Is that it for this
Next
week?
time on Dishonored the Second, we're gonna go fight some more witches.
Oh yeah, witches are awesome.